Thanks for joining us. Coach, if you would start us out with some opening comments about tonight's victory.
Yes, I thought we really came out of the blocks well to start the game. Both ends of the court. Defensively, I thought the pressure was good and a good level of intensity. And I thought we started the second half really well too. And got a comfortable lead. Shepherd's credit, there was a couple times it looked like they were going to go away, but they didn't. They hung in there in the first half. They were down 16, and I thought they did a good job of fighting back. A lot of spunk came back in the first half and cut it to 9, and opened up with a 3 to start the second half and cut to 6. I thought that's where we played maybe our best basketball, that stretch of 3 or 4 minutes, and got the lead back up to 25. But I thought Shepherd again kind of said, we're not going to go away. So to their credit, I thought they battled back, but we managed to kind of hold the fort there and spread out just enough. You know, we changed our style a little bit down the stretch, but we're not looking at giving anybody a lot of possessions with a 20-point lead with 6 minutes, 7 minutes to go in the game and take a chance on losing. So maybe it's not our strength, but yet it secures a win.
How were you able to kill the momentum when Shepherd did trim the deficit to 6?
Well, you know, it starts with getting a stop defensively, whether by steal or whatever. You know, if you want to stop someone's momentum, it starts on the defensive end. And we got a couple stops, we got a couple steals, and on the end of those, we scored. So you get a couple threes, we got the ball inside, we got a couple layups, and you know, there was nothing strategically different. We were just doing what we do, but we had a good spell.
I know you hear announcers say all the time, "Oh, our story's got to feel pretty good. They're up by 9, and they're only 1 of 5 from 3-point range in the first half." How do you look at that situation as a coach?
You know, I've never ever looked at, you know, we need more threes. We just need to score. And you know, from where I was looking, my feeling was they were spreading out and guarding the perimeter pretty tight. That means we need to get some easy buckets. We need to score inside. We need to get, you know, we're not a post-up team sometimes. We can back cut, we can put the ball before we get to the rim, and you know, whatever's available. And if we're 1 for 5, that's not real good. The fact that we took 5 threes doesn't bother me. We've never talked about we need to get more threes. We need to score. And if the fact is we're not able to get threes, we should be getting easy 2s then. And I think that's kind of what we were looking at. But we got to be good team basketball. It means off-ball screening. It needs good spacing. Those kind of things. That's the part we look at if we're not getting threes off. Scoring 2s.
Jim, no matter how many times I see you guys, it always amazes me. The other team, 99 out of 100 nights is bigger. And yet you look at these stats and you guys doubled them up in points in the paint, scored 44 points in the paint.
And those are, you know, not a whole lot of back-to-the-basket type points. You know, there's transition points in the paint, there's drill penetration points in the paint. So it's about, you know, maybe spread them out. Even though we're not bigger, we can spread people out a little bit. And then we've got a lot of guys that put the ball on the floor and get the paint that way. And that really, you know, we got guys like Seager who shoots the ball well from the 3-point line. You know, maybe some days they're spreading a little too much on the perimeter, and that opens up driving lanes. We look to score in the paint. The hard part is keeping them from scoring inside. And you know, our guys, they got to battle for position. They got to fight for their range because we're not going to overpower people with block shots and size. So on the other end of it, it comes down for fighting for ground, and there's no one better than that than C.J. Hester.
Coach, you look at halftime, and 2 of their 3 leading scorers, McDonald and McTavish, haven't scored. Was that, were those 2 guys kind of a target for you guys, or do you think that was more of a byproduct of your pressure?
I think the byproduct of the pressure and the flow of the game. And you know, we've had some games where maybe some of the bigger guys have been on the wrong end of the floor a lot, and we try to keep them on the wrong end of the floor. And sometimes when they break the pressure, you know, the way they score is, you know, maybe we gamble and they get a dunk or a quick 2-on-1 or something. But you know, we try not to give him a position where he had a chance to isolate in the post 1-on-1 and a half-court set. But you know, it's kind of funny again. I didn't really notice anything like, well, we're shutting those guys down. It was never part of our game plan. Our defense doesn't adjust to that too much. It was kind of just the flow of the game.
Seager, I'm sure there's been times where, you know, a guy wins the Player of the Year in the conference and comes down here and feels like he has to prove something, that he was worthy of it. That doesn't appear to be your mindset. You came down here and played your game tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Just like Coach said, just we do what we do, and we do it every night. And so we just play together, play hard.
You ever think about missing a shot just for fun once in a while?
No.
And don't even put that idea in his head.
CJ, the last 12 games, and it's 12 in a row now, you guys started going with that rotation. Is there more to it, the 12-game winning streak, than just changing things up? And what has really energized you guys the last couple?
Well, we had those 2 losses, and it really hit us hard. I mean, we're not really used to losing 2 in a row. I don't think anyone we've ever been in that situation before. But we went back and watched film and really seen that we weren't playing and doing what we needed to do to be successful. And the 2 systems helped us tremendously. It helped us get the flow going again. And it's hard playing 40 minutes at that tempo. And this way you get a nice break and you can put everything you have. You break everything into like 3-minute segments, 2 and 3-minute segments, and it really helps us. Just focusing on what we have to do for 3 minutes at a time instead of worrying about staying fresh or trying to see how long the game's going to take us. You just have to really focus on those 3 minutes and play all you can.
CJ, this is your last go round. But the last time you guys were down here didn't end the way you wanted to. Have you guys talked among yourselves at all about that?
We really haven't brought it up, but I think it plays in the back of everyone's mind. No one likes losing, especially on a stage like that. So, you always think about, losing, but we're really focused on what we're doing at the time and just playing. Once the ball gets thrown up in the air, we're ready to roll.
Anything else? Guys, thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.